Please welcome out the next poet in this rotation, Danni.
So, this is what it's like to drive across the country and make a grand romantic gesture for somebody. Mile marker 12, 386 miles to go. And you begin to realize that 7.5 hours is a long time in a car, which will give you plenty of opportunity to come up with a multitude of semi-plausible explanations for arriving unannounced, just in case driving 7.5 hours to an event that you were only email invited to, mostly as a courtesy for someone you're still in love with but can't be with because of practicality, seems like something that a crazy person would do. Mile marker 74. There's a lot of road in front of you, and you begin to notice the way that asphalt looks a lot like elephant skin. And if they did make roads out of elephant skin, how many would they have to kill to pave 398 miles of it? And then you start getting really sad for the elephants, which just reinforces this whole "you're a crazy person" thing, which gets you thinking about that crazy NASA lady who drove across the country for a man while wearing a diaper so that she wouldn't have to stop. And you start to wonder where exactly the line is that separates the two of you at this point. Mile marker 168. The road splits. But you are sure you could find him even without a map. You see, the night that you met, you felt a thin, gossamer thread stretch out from your body and attach itself to his chest. To this day, you can still feel it shift as he breathes. It is constant and perfect. You figured if you ever wanted to find him, all you had to do was follow it. So you did. Mile marker 398, finally. And the grand romantic gesture is now backfiring. Cue the other girl. No, she is the girl now, and you are the other girl. You gave up the role of leading lady when you took whatever New York you could grab, wrapped it around your fist, and left. So now, you can't blame him for this. His skin on her skin, and her breath in his teeth, and you wondering if she is looking close enough to find the small spaces inside of him where you have been hiding yourself. Mile marker 398. Still, he will stumble over an apology for not being clumsy enough to fall asleep with your lit cigarette of a love story in his hand. You see, he didn't want to spend the rest of his life paying the mortgage on a burned down house that the two of you never even had a chance to live in. Mile marker 398. Departure. 7.5 hours is a long time in a car. You will be no more alone now than when you first left, but you will feel smaller. You will be tight-knuckled and 17 cigarettes deep before you take down even that first state line, and there is not enough coffee, and there is too much highway, and you hate to be leaving him again. Mile marker 247. The headlights of the oncoming traffic crest the horizon of the northbound lanes like a string of brilliant pearls. Draped loose over the neck of the freeway, it is dressing up for your happy ending for the 176 miles it will take you to start feeling normal again. Mile marker 56. A graveyard in Maryland makes you realize that you can love something and still not want it around. Are you the corpse of a lover that he has already reconciled mourning? Is it too late then to zombie dance across his plains of adoration? You are not convinced, and you can't give up yet, not when even here, deep below Connecticut, where the Mason-Dixon line forgets to come up for air, you swear there are nights you can feel him wrap his fingers around that cord and tug.